Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Morgan, nice to meet you, nice to see you. How you doing, how's it going? Today, I'm showing you how to do this hairstyle, which I have deemed a festival hairstyle. So if you cannot tell, I have put temporary color on my hair. I've got a Dutch braid happening at the front, a low pinned up bun at the bottom, and it's just very like effortless, and it's not really effortless. It takes a few minutes to do it, but it looks kind of effortless in my opinion. It's really chic in my opinion. I mean, obviously I made it. I'm kind of partial, but it has like some holographic reflex in the back, some gray tones in the front and on the bun. I used the Amika Desert Trip Festival kit. I cannot remember the name of it. And I also used the Moroccan Oil Dry Texture Spray. So if you're interested in seeing how I did this look, keep watching. See you in the future. See you in the past. See you in the past, because I already did this. Okay, so I think that this is a hairstyle that can work for any length of hair, so long as you don't have really short bangs or like really short hair. You can modify it to work for hair shorter than mine. If you can't do the updo part in the back, just kind of leave it loose, pin the Dutch braid back a little bit. So this is a Dutch braid based tutorial. I call this festival hair because I'm going to be using some colors on top of it, but you could easily stop before the colored part and you would be absolutely good to go for like anything. It's just a cute little hairstyle. Dutch braids, in my opinion, are very difficult to do. So I'm gonna try to explain it the best way I know how, but I have watched about 8 million videos on how to do it in my life, and I never fully grasped the concept until recently. So I'm gonna tell you what you need, and then we can get started. So first of all, you're gonna want to brush your hair. You wanna make sure there's no tangles, no knots. I've already brushed my hair like 3 times, so I'm just gonna do that. You're going to need an elastic. I prefer these like little rubbery ones because, as opposed to like hair ties, because you're going to want it to kind of be very like narrow at the end. You don't want it to be super bulky because you're gonna be pinning it back. You're gonna wanna clip some of your hair back, and some type of hairspray or texture spray or something to hold the braid in place once you're done, and bobby pins to pin up the back of your hair. So let's just get started. So Dutch braids, like I said, are pretty difficult to do. What you are going to do is section off a big chunk of the front of your hair and kind of angle it backwards. So I'm starting like up here, right here, and pulling all of that hair towards the front, making sure that I have enough to execute my braid. Now, everything that I do not want included in the Dutch braid, I'm going to pin back. I'm using a Kristen S styling clip. You can find these at Target. I personally love them. I use them every time I heat style my hair or anything. So with a Dutch braid, you want your hair to be parted a little bit deeper than you ordinarily would, probably. If you have a really deep part already, then that's great. My part is normally like slightly off center, but when my hair, the dirtier my hair gets, the more gets flipped to this side. So this is just kind of where it's naturally sitting right now. But if I were on day 2 hair, I would part my hair a little bit deeper. That being said, this works best on dirty hair. So not day 1 hair, not perfectly clean, crisp hair. You're going to start at where your part starts, and you're gonna section this into 3 pieces as if you were going to braid your hair, funnily enough. Now the key to a Dutch braid is that you are braiding backwards or inversely, or however you say that. So instead of going over, you're going to do everything under. So not over, under. Here are my 3 sections, and I'm going to start. Now you are going to do this sequence with the first original 3 strands without adding anything to them twice. Now you are going to start adding hair into the mix. Be sure to, like, it's better to do this quickly so that you don't lose your place and you don't forget which strand you're on. I personally find that to be difficult. So just continue to add hair to the strands as you're going along so that it thickens. And you do this for basically as long as you'd like. I like to tie my elastic with like 3-ish inches left of hair so that I have enough hair to, you know, loosen up the braid and give it some I don't know what the word would be, messiness, some thickness, because unless you have extensions, your hair is not going to look very thick when it's braided just like this. So just keep going as long as you want. And the reason that I stop, in addition to the needing hair for thickness, is because some of my hairs are shorter than the rest and they will pull through if I don't give myself enough room. Plus, like, this braid is only going to be visible for a certain amount of head, if that makes any sense. Okay, so just do that tightly, and then we're going to start loosening the braid. So this is what it looks like just as is. Not super cute, at least not on me. But anyway, we're gonna loosen it so it has that classic Dutch braid thickness. And you are going to loosen it basically as much as you want. This is up to you and your discretion. There is like no standard of quality in my opinion. Like, you can make it whatever you want to make it. Just make sure that you spray it into place before it falls, because these bits up here especially are very precarious and they can easily, like, you know, just kind of fall apart, because hair at the top tends to be a little bit thinner, a little bit more temperamental. So just pull, pull, pull to your desired messiness. And I think I'm good with that. I'm gonna mess a little bit with the front, just the very, very top, so. But you wanna maintain the integrity of that braid, because if you pull certain pieces a little bit too much or you pull them unevenly, it can stop looking like a braid and start looking more like, I don't know, something weird. See, like, the bottom is not as thick as the middle, so you want to kind of correct that a little bit. Just try to go for an evenness. Unless you're really into a messy look, then you can go for whatever you want, I guess. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. Now I'm going to spray a bit of dry texture spray in it. I'm using the Moroccan oil dry texture spray just to give it a little bit of hold. And this is already super messy, and you want that texture, and you may play a little bit more with it. So once that dries, it will dry it in place and you'll be good. Now for the rest of the look, what I like to do, I'm sorry, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder. I like to start by pinning this back, pinning this down, just so you can see like where you're at. I just take one bobby pin and pin it basically as far underneath as I can. And then I'm going to take the rest of my hair and I'm going to twist it. And I'm going to twist it into a sort of bun type thing. So I don't know if you can see that. I can't even see that. But we're gonna pin that up. Now, the idea behind this look is that it's kind of messy. It's kind of boho. It's kind of carefree, careless, not super put together or well thought out. So if this does not look perfect, it's not supposed to. At least in my world, the way that I'm doing it, it's not meant to. You can obviously, you know, tighten this up, make it look more posh or polished if you're interested. And it's easier if you have longer hair. Like for me, this is about as good as it gets for this type of look. And you can use as many bobby pins as you want. I would tell you to focus towards the center of the knot so that the bobby pins aren't as apparent. And yeah, we're just gonna pin, pin, pin. Okay. Now, you're going to want to kind of loosen things up. So on this side, I like to just kind of tug a little bit so that it has a little bit of looseness. And on this side, same. I want this to look a little bit full, like I've got more head over here for some reason. And I think that I'm good with the like tightness of that. Now, if you want to mess any more with your braid, now's the time to do it. And if you want to pin over here at all, go for it. I think I want that to cover the top of my ear a little bit, let a little piece hang down. And I am going to pin just one pin back here and tuck it under the hair just so if anything were to fall out from this side, it's got a little catch. So here is where you can stop if you're not interested in the color aspect. And this is what it looks like. I think that it's really cute. It's really easy and it's really simple. And now if you're interested in a festival vibe, you can add some of these. So these are these are from the Amika Desert Kit. What's it called? Desert Trip Festival Kit. There are 3 different colors: Rose Glow, Galactic Rodeo, and Purple Haze. I really don't want to do this because I really want to go out to eat and not have to wash my hair. But we're gonna do it because I said I was gonna do it. So I actually don't know what this color looks like, so I'm just gonna kind of this is the Purple Haze. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed. It's like gray. Okay, so there we've got Purple Haze. It's almost like a silvery gray tone, and I think that I'm just gonna be done there. I am gonna put a little bit of Galactic Rodeo like behind it, just on the rest of my hair. It has okay, so here you have this festival hair. Galactic Rodeo is kind of like a holographic look, so it's got reflex of like purple and blue. And then the Purple Haze is this gray, and I am obsessed with it. So there you have it, my take on a festival hairstyle. If you are going to a desert to visit a festival, you're going to want to use copious amounts of hairspray on this so that it does not fall in the heat. Rose Glow actually is my favorite in general. This is like a peachy pink. I do not know how this would show up on dark hair, but it works really well on my blonde. And these just in general are really, really fun. They smell nice. They aren't super big. They're pretty compact, so you could carry them to a festival. And yeah. So thank you so much for watching. This is like my first actual hairstyle tutorial. Happy festivaling. I've never been to a festival, but I'm sure that they're a lot of fun. I hope that this was coherent. I hope you understood it. I hope you liked it. And I will see you all on Tuesday. Bye.